Hey everyone, my name is Lanso90 and welcome back to Let's Play Minecraft. So, I've actually gone and done all the research. I started watching tutorials and Let's Plays and everything to figure out what the heck is going on with Minecraft, because I was just so far behind compared to the last time I played it, you know? So I think we're going to create a new world here, just because I think we did so many things so poorly that I think we need a new world. Well, now I have to tone down the music here. We're also using external Minecraft music because the game doesn't like playing music often enough, you know? So I just have a really long track. So I've just been generating random seeds online until I found one that was relatively decent. All I did was just check for a few biomes that are a little bit more rare, just to make sure that they're around and not too far away, just so that we have access to them. It's not like I've studied this seed front to back to make sure I knew where every little thing is. I still want to have the enjoyment of exploration, but I just also want to make sure that we had a good world, you know. And it's not one from any list or anything, any pre-made list from anyone else. I just randomized until I got it. I'd compared it against other ones that I randomized until I found one that seemed the best. World name, I guess we can call this one Nightfire. I think Nightfire is the first one that we generated that we don't have anymore. Create new world. But yeah, now I actually know what I'm doing. I'm not saying I'm the world's best. I'm not saying it's going to be a speedrun or anything. I will try to do things very quick on like the first day, because there's a lot of stuff I want to try to get done at the very start before things get too far ahead. What? Oh, it's bushes, okay. It's like, am I really getting attacked immediately? I didn't know that was possible. I think with 3 logs we can make an axe, which will get us going a little bit quicker here. Axe real quick. Then we'll also build a pickaxe. And then take this with us, because I don't know where we're going to build necessarily. Wow, we actually have some early food here because the cows are walking into these spike bushes. And we also just have free food around us because we can just eat these berries. They're not the best food source, but you saw how long it took us to get food last time. I can get it going a lot more quickly now compared to previous times, but you know, it's still best that we have an actual active source. So I just want to look for maybe a flatter biome. I do love the spruce biome, because I love spruce wood. This is the taiga biome, so it also should have foxes and stuff too. But I want to be sure that I'm have some decently flat terrain to work with, as well as have like decent landmarks for navigation. Just a regular forest over there. That's relatively flat, but slow down too. I want to have a view. I don't want to spend too much time just exploring around here, because, like I said, I'd like to get some things done before the night falls. My gosh. Hopefully that doesn't spread too far. Maybe we should unload that by going the other way here. Can't see the sun. There's another fox. We will be taming foxes. That's going to be a little while before we can make it happen. Just want to get away from that fire, so please don't fight each other, wolf and fox. I want both of you. Worst comes to worst, next to this river isn't too bad, but should be just an ocean nearby, yeah. Just being able to see the ocean will make navigation quite a bit easier. So probably up on here is where I'm thinking of building. We have a lake. Don't like that we have a cave right under us, but I think that's actually pretty hard to avoid. Yeah, I can't see down there. I was hoping there'd be some surface coal just so I could see. Get some torches going right off the bat, but it doesn't seem like it's in the cards for us. This should be okay though. Now if I recall, I think it's a ocean on either side of the landmass that we're on. So I don't specifically know if we're on the south side of the landmass or the north side. My gut says south, but it's purely just my gut. It's not based on anything. And I might want to be on the north side. Let's look at the map, actually. I'll put the map in the description, as we already saw the seed, but I'll also put the seed in the description. The sun's going that way, so that way is west. So yeah, this is basically the southern sea. Actually, this is the side we want to face, because one of the biomes is out this direction. This is perfectly fine. We don't want to get too far away from the spawn location, I've learned, because a lot of things are based on the spawn location, like the compass points to the spawn location. It doesn't point to your bed. Which I didn't really know. I thought it pointed to where your respawn location would be, which would be where your bed is. Some quick early stone here as well, but wrong tool. Just so we won't have to work with these wooden tools for as little as possible. It is a shame that there's no exposed coal here. We might even run around a bit to try to find some exposed coal somewhere. Maybe over there. Let's do that now, actually. Not having any torches in the middle of the night can be pretty awful. Fortunately, we're plowing through our hunger meter. There's a creeper in here, of course, and I don't see any nearby coal. That's not to say that there isn't any in there. I didn't see any easy to spot coal. And we do have to find at least a little bit on the surface. Actually, before I make stone tools, I might have to make a stone furnace. Just because we're already out of stamina. Kind of surprised we're out of stamina already. Maybe mining through rock takes a little longer, because I don't usually work on cobblestone stuff right away. Let's get some extra. We'll probably have to spend the first night without a bed. I haven't seen any sheep. I don't know if they even spawn in Taiga. Should be good enough. Don't have a shovel yet, that's fine. Not in the biggest rush ever. I do need to start getting things started here. So wait, shift click. Okay, there we go. Need to try to start using the hotkeys more. Alright, so let's just start with like a 5x5 interior. 5 right there, I think. Guess I'll put the door here for now. It's still just a very temporary thing, it doesn't have to be too fancy. But I do like to do more than just the old-fashioned 3x3 mud house. It makes me feel a little bit better to think that I've made something out of wood at least. Just gonna incorporate this tree as part of the roof for now. Because why not? This is one that's not well, this one might fall apart still, but we have a little bit of time. Let's grab one that's a little bit further away so it doesn't interfere with our home. Yeah, I have dirt I could do it with, but let's just do it with wood for now. Alright. This. Nice thing about the treetop here is I can actually see out there. I don't have to make a window. Furnace will actually provide a little bit of light. Which I can't have otherwise since we don't have any. Just making sure everything's closed up there. Since we don't have any coal. Another one of those. I could, but not really necessary right now. For now, I wanted to get. I have enough for a double chest, barely. The double chest going. All right. Start here. We're gonna save this steak for the last minute here because not really a point to eating it now. Might as well wait till there's an emergency situation. I'm just gonna stick with the axe and pickaxe for now. Found out that the sword, at least the starting one, is actually not that good. The axe is like way better than the sword. I'm gonna keep that meta in mind here for a while. We'll need one eventually. Like once we get to iron, I think the sword is probably a little bit better. But the stone axe can actually like two-shot a lot of creatures. The sword can't. So even though the attack speed's higher, in a way it's not. So we're actually just going to cut the first episode here. I'm going to try to cut out more of the boring stuff when applicable. Like right now, this is going to be a long night of not doing anything because we don't have anything going on. And as we see like special events or pretty much anything, any kind of project, anything of mild importance is going to be recorded. But things like a night where I can't do anything at all, I'm going to cut those out. You'll just see as we go. It's not going to be very much that gets cut out, just really boring stuff. So I'll be back in a microsecond. Okay, so we're back. First thing that tipped me off is daytime. I wasn't actually looking at the sky even. Just heard this zombie start taking damage, so I was like, okay, it's probably sunlight out. So, let's try to rush down some... What is that there? Is that a cat? Oh, it's a fish, okay. I want to try to rush down some... goats if we can find any. Sorry, I got distracted by this tunnel. This looks like it's coal here. I can't see a thing, though. He's done it. I can see! I can fight! Okay. That's all we needed to get this train rolling. It ain't much, but it's honest work. Coal is just all too precious right now. I can't even go into caves until I can see. Unless I cheat and crank up my brightness really, really high. Okay, I guess I'll grab it all. Not the best use of my time right now, but I just talked about how important getting some coal was, so I guess I should put my money where my mouth is here. Okay. Just light this whole thing up so nothing spawns in there. Lots of coal. Let's continue on. I guess I will eat the steak just so I can move. I think even our walk speed gets reduced a bit. Alright. Oh, there's a pig. Okay. Oh, it's a fox. I want it so bad. The fox so bad. That steak actually restored a lot more hunger than I thought it might. God, there's so many foxes. These ones are right next to each other. We could find some berries. I don't have a leash or anything. Just try to not bother those foxes. They're just so close together that it'd be really easy to breed a baby fox, and you have to have a baby fox to have a tame fox. Not to sprint too much, but at the same time, I kind of feel like we need to because all I'm seeing are pigs. May have to rely on like finding a town and stealing a bed. If we can't find sheep. I guess I could have taken all of my furniture and stuff, because at this point we're not really attached to a single location. Well, we sort of are, because I just said that we want to stay close to our spawn zone. But we don't have to be. This is a little interesting little goalie here. Wouldn't necessarily be opposed to that. It's also... That's a sheep right there, buddy. I want to grab some berries though so I can survive for like 10 seconds at least. Sorry, sheep. I wish I could just tame you. See how strong the axe is, dude? It one-shotted that friggin' sheep. That would have taken like 20 swings with a stone sword. Doesn't really make sense. It's like not that big of a difference, but man. Sometimes it feels like less of a difference with monsters, but on like animals, the axe seems to just do way more damage. So one sheep is not enough. The music's just a tad bit so hard to manage the sound. Because so many of the songs are like super quiet, and then every now and then they just peak. Really don't want to keep wandering away from our spawn point because I'm sure I'll get lost. As long as I keep the ocean to one side of me, it shouldn't be too bad, but the distance alone is starting to become a problem. saw something fly by me, but... Alright, well, it looks like we're gonna have to go for a town. If that is a town, that might even be something else. I don't know what else it would be. Hopefully they have a bed, and hopefully they're not someone who's gonna kill me. Oh geez, it could be like a raider hideout or something. I'm not really armed for it. Please just be a villager town. Whoa, it's different. Does seem to be a villager town, and they are still animal people, which is awesome. You're a cleric. Do you have a bed, good sir? You don't. I have a carpet. I don't know if I could turn your carpet into a bed. Or into more wool, at least. Alright. Sorry, whoever owns this house. Taking your bed. Okay, so... knowing that there's villagers here, I think we want to build nearby. Like our logic was last time. But not so nearby that they're annoying me all the time, and not so far that I can't get to. So I kinda like this little jetty over here. It might not be our super long-term location just because there's not much going on here. There's a lot of sand though, I'm not too thrilled with the sand, but this is not too bad and it's really isolated. As is this area up here isn't too bad. This is, ooh, well, sure. We're gonna build over here anyway. I was trying to eat it, but I was looking down. So I don't think these keep us full for long, but it's something. So the other alternative location to build is up here. And this seems a lot better. Do I want to go all the way back and get my stuff? I don't think so. It wasn't that important stuff yet. But this place we'll definitely stay at. It's not like we're gonna run off again here. We'll probably have to go exploring to different biomes and stuff. But that's just par for the course with Minecraft. Main thing right now is to just have a pretty good location that we can start with here. This tree is a little absurd. I do like the stump meta. Figured that out in the last series, but still a good lesson to learn. Leave a stump so you can get a little bit higher up in these trees. We have a bed so we don't have to deal with long night cycles anymore, which means I won't have to edit my videos as much. Just putting a single cut in extends the length of time that you have to work on a video by quite a lot. If you put no cuts in a video, no editing at all, just back-to-back record, non-stop, knock them out really quick. I'll put one cut in, stop recording for a second. And then you start a new recording. And then you have to go join the recordings together, and that's the quick way to do it. Because the real way to do it, the way that takes a really long time, much, much worse. Don't have an axe that can cut down quick enough yet. Okay, so gonna be a little bit risky here, and I think I'm not gonna build a house. I'm just gonna throw the bed down. What? A game. It didn't scare me that it reappeared, it scared me that it was broken. And that I was gonna have to try to make a run dash for the town. Mad dash for the town. Try to find another bed. I don't know why the game does that. By the way. There we go. Get to sleep before anything spawns. Great. Okay. Fantastic. Yeah, I don't know why the game does that. That was one thing that I never really found out in the tutorial series. Yeah, I was watching, didn't seem to run into that problem at all himself, even though he's right next to a spawn zone. Like I've said before, that used to be just like a spawn zone thing. If you're too close to the spawn zone, blocks will just reappear. But we're fairly far away from it now, so it shouldn't be the issue. It's not an online server. It's the only other circumstance I can think of where that might be a problem. So it may still be a little close to this town. Like, issues could still crop up. I hope not. I think we should at least be far enough away that the raids won't start. The thing that might be more worrying is that, they might get attacked by monsters, because we're close enough in for them to be spawned and wandering around and stuff. So hopefully they have a golem or two that'll protect them until I can get over there and fence in the whole base. Alright, let's things going here again. Lucky that I still had some extra cobblestone, because I don't really feel like going out and risking life and limb. Let's also make some more torches. Always want a big supply of torches. Now we have this, we can also build a shovel. I abuse shovels so hard. Oops, not what I wanted to do. We'll make use of that later. Wasn't actually my intent to cut off the grass of those logs, or these blocks. I should just punch this grass. I shouldn't use the durability of my shovel and things I don't have to use it on. Alright. It's gonna take a little bit of time, and I'll probably even blow through a shovel or two to do this, but I think I want to bring this one more level down, just so I have a really large flat surface to work on. It's not like the biggest plateau I've ever cut down here, but let's just get it done now. The future-proof. I hear like a thumping noise. I don't know if there's like really high winds outside right now, or it's some kind of part of the music that's playing right now. It's so quiet that I can't even hear it. Which is true, but I don't know if it's the thumping noise specifically that's part of that. Luckily, while we're sticking around all these trees that we cut down, we're picking up all sorts of saplings. Great to see. And as expected, we're about to blow through that shovel. We even have some extra food. Not too invested in these logs right now. I need to really practice these. There we go. Shift click. It's going to take me a while to remember all those because, like I've mentioned before in the series, I play a lot of Factorio recently, and it has like all the same types of commands, but they're all different in how you do them. So it can be a little bit of a nightmare remembering what to do. But I haven't been playing Factorio for a bit now, so I should start losing that instinct and start picking up the Minecraft instinct. We're all out of time for this episode. If you enjoyed it, remember to hit the like button, keep the conversation going in the comments, and if you want to see more, please subscribe. Until next time, I hope you have a good day.